All right, we're here in the Niner locker room with Chris Conley, Niner wide receiver, and we were just talking about the bye week. And man, I don't know if people really think about it, but you guys put on the pads in July. You got July, you got August, you got September, October. We're now in November. What does it feel like to get out of the pads for a week, get out of the helmet, not bang heads? How does it feel?
It feels great. I think that, I was talking to some of the guys about it. Our bodies are so used to rebuilding and being put back together in a week, after being beaten up and broken down. When you get a full week off, that's like absent of those hits and that cutting and that running, you feel light years better. It's definitely good for the mental, but it's also great for the body. I think guys are energized and refocused and ready to go.
Yeah, I mean, there's no half speed in it in the NFL. It's full speed all the time. So, at some point, do you feel your body getting fatigued? Do you do less lifting, let's say, in season than you do out of season, or how do you compensate for all the physical field work that you're putting out there?
Well, I mean, the way I like to look at it is, I think that you build a callus, over the off season. You go above and beyond of everything that's going to be expected of your body, so that when you get to the season, even though it is, running every day, hitting every day, all of that torque and all that weight on your joints every day, your body has had a runway where you've been applying all of that pressure consistently, and so once you get to the season, it's less of a shock. But the bye week is definitely it's necessary, because your body's just not meant to do stuff like this healthily for this long of a period of time, but we do it anyway. So huge shouts out to these guys, because they're warriors. There's a lot of guys here dealing with stuff that is tough to go out there and perform with, but they do it every week.
Yeah, I mean, the old saying at this point, everybody's hurt, tell me when you're injured, kind of a thing. Everybody's walking around here with something. Now you got some young guys in your room in Cowing and Pearsall. Take yourself back to your first year as opposed to now. Is there anything that you can kind of impart to them wisdom-wise to help them get through this rookie year? Because these guys, you need them. You need these guys to contribute. So it's not like they're just on scholarship. They got to play, and they got to play well.
Yeah.
So is there anything you as a veteran can kind of do to help them along at all?
Just telling them that, the timeline's been accelerated. Due to the state of our team and our locker room right now, their contributions are needed right now. You don't have as much time to make rookie mistakes or to figure things out. Things have to be figured out. You're being counted on, and you're not on a team that's just going out there just to go out there. This team needs to win and wants to win now. And so just letting them know that things only get harder from here on out. There's more scrutiny. There's more expected of you, more attention to detail. This is the part of the season where it's nut cutting time. You gotta put the ball down. And so letting them know that that's going to be the case throughout November, that's going to be the case throughout December ball. And if we want to be playing in the new year where we want to be, we have to take care of business right now.
Cowing and Pearsall, give me one trait. You see wide receivers closer than we do. Mm-hmm. Give me one trait about their game that you're maybe impressed by already. They're different receivers, but they're both
for
talented.
Sure. They're definitely different receivers. I think they both have a ton of quickness. I think that Ricky's a very decisive receiver.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of things that you have to see, a lot of just choices that you have to make. At receiver, not every route is telling you exactly what to do. You have a couple of options on what to do and how to do it. And I think that he's done a good job of making those decisions decisively. Even if it's a look that could be in between, he's going to pick one and go with it. And that's a lesson that you kind of have to learn as a receiver. And I can see that coming along with Jacob too. But I think the way that mentally that Jacob is approaching it is a great part of his game. He's had to move around a little bit. We've asked him to do a few different things, and he's taken those things in stride, and he's powered through that. So I see steps being taken by both of them, moving in the right direction, and that's what's expected around him.
Yeah. Bucks. How about the Bucks? Have you had a chance to watch them at all?
Very little.
What do you think of them? And they've been rolling. I mean, obviously offensively they've been rolling. They've had some injuries, but defensively their numbers aren't great, but they sure look good. They got good players back there. So I don't know. I almost don't think those numbers might be all that accurate. I don't know. Yeah. What do you think of
I think they're playing better than the numbers show and than it looks. I think think that this is a team that you can't be caught off guard by, because they can go out there and they can play really, really good football. I feel like some people underestimated them and paid the price for it. And so that's something that we can't do. We have to, I mean, everything from here on out for us has to be on our A game. We got to be playing our best ball. So that's how we're looking at it. We're looking at it as these first games of the season. We're really setting that platform, and now we got to build from there.
Yeah. Chris, thanks for the time, man. Appreciate you.
Yeah, no problem.
Chris Conley.